This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for Wednesday, December 28th, 2022. I'm Gary Dick. A powerful Senate Republican plans to introduce legislation to create a commission to consider changes to Indiana's tax structure, including phasing out the state income tax.
Senator Travis Holdman, a Republican from Markle who chairs the Senate Tax and Fiscal Policy Committee, said repealing the income tax by 2030 would help Indiana compete with states like Florida, Tennessee, and Texas that don't have a state income tax and have seen economic and population growth in recent years. Repealing the tax would benefit both individuals and pass-through corporations such as S corporations and LLCs that pay income taxes, he said. Indiana received almost $8.2 billion in revenue from individual income taxes in 2022, accounting for more than 35% of the state's overall tax revenue, according to the Indiana Legislative Services Agency. The only higher tax revenue generator is the 7% sales tax, which brought in $10.3 billion, or more than 44% of overall tax revenue. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Purdue University will next month begin offering a professional Master of Science in International Agribusiness degree. The university says the fully online program will target agribusiness professionals looking to boost their skills. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Don't miss your chance to nominate a worthy business or community leader for IBJ's 40 Under 40 Awards. It's one of our most prestigious awards programs celebrating the accomplishments of leaders under the age of 40. We're on the lookout for people who have achieved a level of success that is rare at a young age. Who will be named to this year's class? We need your input. Learn more and submit your nomination by January 13th at ibj.com/nominations.
Stress, anxiety, and depression are major concerns on university campuses across the U.S. Getting real-time help is critical because college students are a high-risk population for suicide. A Purdue engineer believes the wearable device he's created could be a game changer. Here's Inside Indiana business reporter Kylie Valletta.
Much like wearable devices that track steps, the device aims to monitor stress in real time. As inconspicuous as a small Band-Aid worn on the inside of the wrist, the device is now being commercialized by Arizona-based startup Lifespan. Boosted by a recent $255,000 Phase 1 Small Business Technology Transfer grant, about 100 Boilermakers will soon be putting the technology to the test. The students will wear the device while playing video games designed to ratchet up anxiety in a controlled environment. Lifespan Chief Executive Officer Jeffrey Carey says the technology will need approval from the FDA as a prescription digital therapeutic.
Or a game is medicine. So there's a new category of medicine that's on the forefront, and we're exploring the efficacy of using video games that are clinically tested and validated as prescriptive therapies for the treatment of stress, anxiety, depression, and substance misuse relapse prevention.
Purdue professor of industrial engineering Dr. Wenzo Wu created the device, and the university licensed it to Lifespan. Wu says it clears a major hurdle that others do not because it self-charges, harvesting power from human motion. Kylie Valletta, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
The St. Joseph Community Health Foundation in Fort Wayne has awarded more than $600,000 in grants to nearly 3 dozen local nonprofits and grassroots organizations. The foundation says the funding will support residents in areas including refugees and immigrants, food insecurity and nutrition, prenatal and infant care, and access to health and wellness. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.